the one thing I would tell you to make your best friend is the AI. And here's what I mean. Whatever it is that you want to do, right? You have ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, any one of them. Ask them the question. Whatever your idea is, just post it in there.
Welcome to Ubuntu Unfiltered, and today I have a special guest for you. Well, kindly introduce yourself to our viewers out there who may not
Absolutely.
know you.
So, I'm Al Lansana is my last name. First name it's Al.
Al,
It's really Albert, but Al is
Albert.
what I go with.
Yeah.
And yeah, from Sierra Leone, um, moved to the U.S. at a very young age,
Yeah.
um, and then grew up in the U.S. Did some time in the services and retired, and so now I'm in Germany working,
Yeah.
like most folks are, and it's been great. I like Germany.
That is nice.
Yeah, yeah.
For the time you have spent in Germany, how do you see Germany? I wouldn't should I compare it with yours, but how do you perceive Germany from the German communities from the US?
So, so Germany have multiple. I like to say, I like to say, like different factions, right?
Yeah.
And what I mean by this is, you have communities and people um, acclimate differently and assimilate differently.
Yeah.
But within Germany, Africans usually stick together, right? And they are tied together by culture or the type of music they listen to, or even the work environment that they work in, right? The industry that they work in. I've also come to realize that things can be tough if you're not German,
Yeah.
right? Because I went to like a German police station one time because of a small skirmish I had gotten into, and I went to report,
Yeah.
right? And I wasn't going to file any assault, anything like that. It was just me going to get stuff documented. And the first thing the German lady said to me, "Sprechen Sie Deutsch?" And I was like, "No,"
No.
right?
Yeah.
What I wanted to say was, "Ja, ich kann sehr gut Deutsch reden," right? But I said no because as a public service person,
Yeah.
she,
Yeah.
the onus is on her to speak English,
Yep.
right?
She
Not
has to
on
be able
me.
to communicate.
Yeah, not on me to speak German.
Yeah.
But she then looked down at me like, you ain't Germany. You must speak the language. I'm like, okay. So I also know that most Germans learn English
Yeah.
when they go to
School.
school, right? But they purposely choose not to,
Not to speak it.
right? But they understand.
Yeah.
But so like things like that, and so I think that makes it a little difficult for some people to integrate into the German culture because the German language is not hard. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's not hard. Don't get after me, chat. Don't come after me, chat. The German language is very difficult. Let's be
Yeah.
clear,
Yeah.
right? And it can be very challenging, especially when you, um, if English or some other language, or you haven't formally learned a language, if you
Yeah.
will, right? Because I grew up speaking Mende. That's my tribal language from Sierra Leone, right? I had to learn. We learned English in school in
Yeah.
Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
So when I went to the States, it was easier to speak English.
To speak English.
But when you come from Africa to Germany, or from another country to Germany, German is no joke. Like,
no English, no French,
ex-
nothing
exactly.
but German.
But German, and it's
Do
only
we have
spoken.
any African country speaking German?
So I think, you know what? I think a long time ago they used to speak it in Togo, or
Someone told me of Namibia.
in Namibia.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is essentially Namibia. I think more current, right, because of the German diaspora that's there,
Mm,
and I think they don't call it colony. I don't know. Uh,
mm.
Somebody Google that and fact check me,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think they don't call it a colony, but it was pretty much like a German.
Yeah, Namibia is more of German, but
Yeah.
it's one of the most unpopular languages in Africa,
Yes, absolutely. I agree.
and it's really quite difficult for you. You mentioned of the African community here being more together
Absolutely.
than the one in the US.
Yes. Uh, so in Germany, your African community is really more so based on countries, right? Like I was saying, people with different backgrounds and different cultures will probably
Best of countries that these ones are Nigerians,
exactly
Cameroon.
right. So the Nigerians and Cameroonians and most of English speaking countries tend to, you know,
To come
to
together.
come together or talk or because there's a commonality there.
Yeah.
And a lot of folks now, and thanks to the Nigerians, I'll say that uh, a lot of folks listen to Afrobeat. So it's like that is a common area, especially if you
Yeah.
were into music
Yeah.
and things like that. But when you were in ministry, Africans also come together in that space, right? Because that is a commonality.
If it's non-church, it's Afrobeats. And when you talk of Afrobeats, that's Nigerian music. I think should be
Exactly.
changed to just Nigerian music, not
Exactly.
Afrobeats.
Exactly. But the South Africans try to get in there and say, I'm a
I'm a
piano,
piano.
Afro piano, or something like that, right?
I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But generally, I think what Miss Violet is doing, for example, it's very, very important because um, it's bringing to light that there are a lot of successful Africans in
Africans.
Germany,
Yeah.
and that uh, with folks who are new to Germany and trying to assimilate or integrate into Germany, uh, there are people you have people who have done it before, and they can mentor you
You
and
can look up to them.
voila, and you know get you to succeed, right? So um, this is a really good forum. I was so glad to be part of it today.
The
It was
Africa
exciting.
Business Europe Summit.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's one of the rare events here because most of the common events here, if we're not having an artist, if it's not a
Yeah.
piano, if it's not
Exactly.
church, most of the events it's having artists from Africa, from anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is something rare in our African community that I think we need to embrace,
Yeah. Yeah.
joining together and have information, learn from our fellow Africans who have made it.
Yeah.
Because I think at this point, our mindset has to change. And we look up to some of these people because one of the challenges that even most of our speakers talked about in the summit is the mindset that some of these things cannot be done. You cannot start up a business in Germany. Now, like you're an expatriate, you're here to just work
Yeah.
and
Absolutely.
be like, this is something inspirational. Someone can be like, I can go to Germany and work
Yeah. Yeah.
and outgood some money and come back here this side and
I'll
you
tell
know.
you. Um, some years ago, I came. I was in Germany. I think it was 2015 or so. No, I'm sorry, 2021, 2021 or 20. Um, I was looking for. I had a team that I came forward with, and we were looking for apartments and things like that. And someone put me in touch with this gentleman from Cameroon,
Mm.
and he was like managing apartments as a side job. What I didn't know was this was his like side job, like he was just doing this, right? And that gentleman from Cameroon invited myself and my deputy to a cookout, uh, uh, a barbecue or something
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
in one of the towns. So we drove out there, and he had his friends. at the same event, and I was blown away because his friendship circle
Mm-hmm.
were all Mercedes engineers, right? They're all like designers. They're actually designing Mercedes vehicles. Like, to me, to see folks from the diaspora in such positions was eye opening, right? So I know it's possible, but I think people come here and sometimes there are hard roadblocks and hard obstacles, and a lot of people hit those obstacles, and unfortunately, life happens.
The first one is the language.
That's the barrier, right? And we as and we as the diaspora, folks who come from other country, have to be able to assimilate and integrate within the country that we're in to be very successful. That language, it's 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 tough, right? And just imagine, um, back in Uganda,
Yeah.
right? Uh, let's say in Kampala, when you have kids playing in the city in Kampala, and you just walk up to one and they're maybe 4 or 5 years old, and you are just messing with them. What's 1 plus 1? They'll be like, oh yeah, two.
Yeah.
And then you complicate the mathematics a little bit, right? Maybe throw in a multiplication. They may not give you the right answer
Yeah.
because now that they're thinking a different language.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, if you go back to the host nation language or your local language and ask them the same question, they'll probably answer
Better.
properly.
Yeah.
They'll get the answer right. I actually did that when I went to Freetown, and I asked, in the village, and I was asking a kid like, hey, just like I got some candy. Hey, what's 5 plus 5? He's like 10. I'm like, okay, 5 times 5. And he's like, he started counting, right? Okay. Then I was like, all right, what's 2 minus 3? I mean, 3 minus 2. Like, I start complicating, right? 2 minus 3. He's like, that's 5. I was like, really? So I was like, I said in language, I was like, okay, so you have something 3 times, and then you remove 2. How many do you have remaining? And he was like, oh yeah, that's 1. But that's the point I'm trying to
Yeah.
make.
Yeah.
In Germany, when you come and you hit that language and you stop, you need to find ways to get around it. Find ways to come around it. Find ways to communicate with people
Yeah.
who have been here, right? Who have done it and learn their techniques. Watch them on TV. Watch the kid stories. Like, you have to be engaging, man.
Watch the movies in Germany.
Oh, look at that. The movies. I like the energy.
No, these are some
That's
of the simple
also,
things we share with our friends and be like, try to listen to the songs.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan of listening to podcasts. Sometimes I
Podcasts
listen to the
is-
news.
yeah.
I don't understand very well, but I try to grasp something.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is something someone can start from news,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
Most of the movies, if you can follow them up, but
Yeah.
just
With
find
subtitles.
simple grammar, subtitles,
Yeah, I
and be
mean,
like, oh, this is what it's called.
yeah, yeah.
And surprisingly, most of the movies are acted here. So,
Yeah.
well,
I mean, if you're recommending songs, I'm not gonna say go listen to Rammstein or something like that. You'll be like, oh my gosh, go to a
Sure.
Wacken, like the big concert. But there are a lot of ways of learning. Fortunately for me, I did learn German, right?
Tell me about your learning journey of the German language.
Oh man, that's a long story. That's a long story.
But was it simple for you, or you were just committed, like,
I had to learn it for work. Right. So that was actually so I can be posted in Germany. Right. And I don't tell a lot of folks that. I mean, I've been living in Germany for 3 years now, but I know I can get around. Right. I can get around, and I can probably do a B2 oder so. Yeah.
Das ist gut.
Yeah.
Well,
Du kannst sehr gut Deutsch reden auch. Das glaube ich.
meine Deutsch ist nicht gut.
Warum nicht? Wie lange hast du in Deutschland gewohnt? Ich glaube das nicht. Nee.
Warum nicht?
Weil dein Deutsch geht ich bin sehr beeindruckt. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
How do you find it?
I find it really good. I find it really good,
Mm-hmm.
quite challenging, very many opportunities. But first, you need, as you said, to go around things,
Yeah.
to go around things and get them to have that impression. Because first for me is one, I had to learn something, but just to communicate, not in class,
Yeah.
but to communicate.
Yes.
And every time I used to go maybe for my visa or something like that, I speak some little German and someone is impressed, and even they don't ask many questions and be like, yes.
That's, yeah. Yeah, that's
So-
life. Yeah. No, that's
So this
awesome.
time around, there was
Yeah.
like simple impressions that
Yeah.
someone can pick from.
Yeah.
But these are some of the things our brothers might be interested in and learn from.
And sisters.
And sisters. Yeah, that is really powerful.
Yeah.
Well, coming to the top of this conversation,
Mm-hmm.
what message do you have to our brothers and sisters
Absolutely.
who are struggling to make it in this German, in our society here, because our platform is based of um, people who are based here in Germany and Africans who are based in here in Germany. I want you to send them one message. Most of them struggling to come up to most of these positions, opportunities, seek out investment. Some of them are trying to be entrepreneurs here.
I would say to family that's listening, right? Brothers and sisters, kids, uncles. Technology. Don't be scared of technology. The one thing I would tell you to make your best friend is the AI. And here's what I mean. Whatever it is that you want to do, right? You have ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, any one of them. Ask them the question, whatever your idea is, just post it in there and say, use this. What agentic, like an agent, like you are the agent.
Yep.
What agentic AI is best for doing so and so? When you do that, it's gonna list it out, right? Especially ChatGPT or Claude, that will list it out. Secondly, if you are looking to grow a business or start a business, I would submit to you that you do the research,
Yeah.
right? Because it used to be you have a master's in business administration, MBA, to start a business to be credible. Or some people get lucky and they just stick to it and keep doing what they're doing and they grow a business. Their business take off.
Yeah.
Now it's really about perseverance because the tools are there and you have to be able to do your research. The good thing is it's not in German, right? You could do it in English and you can understand it, or you could do it in French, right? In some other languages even, right? So that's my best advice. But let's not let the system make us become part of the system.
Yeah.
Listen to that. Let's not let the system make us
Proud.
become part of the system, right? Let's use the system to our advantage. Right. So,
That is really
but I really appreciate you.
I
pulling me
really
aside.
appreciate you.
It's good, man.
To share this conversation with this community.
Yeah.
Well, it's such a small initiative we started, but it's now growing big.
Okay.
And you'll be there and you receive like 20 DMs and bring people to this platform who can empower us. We need to see icons in our community. Look for these people, and I'm like, oh God, where am I going to get these people from?
No,
you know,
it's
he
possible.
thinks here it's all about Tamin.
Yeah.
Do you have an appointment? Do you what? And we really appreciate if you have taken off a minute to spend it with us. And we appreciate you for coming for the Africa Business Europe Summit.
Absolutely.
And also this time you have spent with our viewers. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming on the show.
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay?
All right, see you.